All right, everyone, what are we talking about today? I'm sure you saw it in the thumbnail. It's sitting right here. That is my Mini 14 Randy Shughart inspired build, right? So I love Mini 14s. I've had them for many years. I went through a few years without any of them. I actually had some stolen from me in the, I guess it was 2007, right? I had two of them that were stolen from me, and it took me a few years to get back to it. And recently, within the past few years, I purchased a couple of Mini 14s, including this one. And after I got done building my Randy Shughart M14 clone off of the Springfield M1A, I was like, man, wouldn't that be cool to do a Mini Shughart? And here it is, right? So we'll just go ahead and start up at the top. I haven't put any sort of a muzzle device on it yet for obvious reasons. It's a little bit more complicated, you know, and some of the things that you can use that'll press on there, just they don't look that good. I'm sure they'll be functional, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. This is the factory stock, and I just left the factory handguard on there. There could be some more options, you know, one of the older wood ones and paint it, whatever, but I wanted to leave it because I like this little guard, because then you can't mess up the action when it's cycling. You know, if you grip it too hard, you could prohibit this from cycling, and that's not a good thing, right? Obviously, you got to shoot down or hold down here, but this allows you to do other grips and not have to worry about messing with the op rod, so to speak, right? So, paints, thank you 9-hole reviews again. I use the Rust-Oleum flat instead of, I think it's the Krylon extra flat, because he said it's sticky or, you know, something else happens with it or whatever, right? But yeah, so this is, I think, the third rifle that I've painted. So it didn't come out perfect, but I think it still looks pretty cool. You can see this older mag if you have one of these. If you've ever taken one apart, you kind of know where I'm going with this. These little pins are spring loaded on both sides, and as soon as you get that thing out of there, because you got to get all four of them pressed in, and then as soon as you get it out, all four of them could potentially and fly and go somewhere. But anyway, so what optic did I go with? You can see this is definitely not a modern optic. This is a period correct Aimpoint 3000. And I went with the 3000 instead of the 5000 for the Mini, because obviously the Mini is Mini, right? So if you use the Aimpoint 5000, which has a 30mm tube, it's a bit bigger in stature. It just didn't look right up here. And originally, I started off with the Aimpoint Pro, and you know, that was more movie correct, but this is more period correct. And this is still a cool optic, and it works great. I haven't had any problems with it thus far. I think I've had it a little over a year at this point. And otherwise, you know, all factory action. I did polish up all the trigger components myself, and I think I removed a coil from the one of the springs, and it made the trigger much nicer. And I mean, that's really it for the build other than the rail. So this is one of the AIM Sports rails, and I don't know if I'll be able to show you, but down the little tube here, or down the little rail on the bottom, it has a tube that you can see through, so you can still use your irons. That was very important to me because I don't want to block them. Let's see if I can get that in the window here. I guess you could kind of see through, but yeah. So you can still see through, and you can use your factory irons, which is good, because you know, if this thing takes a crap, then you got to be able to still aim it, and that will work, right? So they still make these rings. These are the 1-inch versions. These are easy to find from Leopold. The 30mm tube versions are not so easy to find. If you need help finding them, let me know, because I'm pretty sure I know where you can still get them brand spanking new, and they're not even terribly expensive. I want to say around $30, $40 a set. But yes, this is the Mini 14 Shughart, Mini Shughart, whatever you would like to call it. You know, this is a tribute to Randy, and of course, you can't deny the movie Black Hawk Down is a fantastic movie, and that was one of the best scenes in the entire movie, was when Shughart and Gordon went out there to defend and try to rescue, you know, their comrades there in the helicopter that crashed. And this rifle, well, not this one, but, you know, the one that this was inspired by, is a very cool rifle. So I just wanted to pay more homage to Randy and, of course, Gary. And this is it, man. So if you like my content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love talking to you guys. Have a good one.